Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. Really set for today's video. The beer's courtesy of Billy. Thanks so much, Billy. I really appreciate it. Boy, am I excited. So it's Alesmith's Barrel-Aged Speedway Stout. I love Speedway Stout. Looking back on it, one of the first stouts I ever really liked. So super stoked to do this with barrel aging. I did have it. It actually... I should have looked. I think it might have been the double barrel I had when I was at the brewery years ago. But anyway, so this is this year's 2022. It is 13.3% ABV. Imperial Stout aged in bourbon barrels with coffee. We've matured our Imperial Coffee Stout in premium bourbon barrels for an extended period of time to create the perfect blend of flavors. Notes of oak, vanilla, and bourbon add complexity to this beer's already massive flavor profile of chocolate, locally sourced artisanal coffee, and roasted barley. Cheers. Serve in a goblet. Not doing that. Didn't realize that until I just looked at it. Served between, was it 50 and 55 degrees? And it was in my beer fridge at 55 degrees. So, drinking it improper glassware, but proper temperature. How about that? Some brown as I pour it, but it's a very dark beer. All right. Yeah. Look, clean glassware again. All right. So, I'm not doing anything different, but I feel like I'm on a good run of clean glassware. Yeah, so it's black. You know, there is some brown, so it's not full on motor oil, but it's pretty darn close. Dark mocha colored head. It's going away quickly. Some nice legs, a little bit of lacing. Looks like a big double-digit stout is the short version. Let's get into that aroma. Oh, I love that. The first whiff is just straight coffee in the best possible way. When I went a second time, then I got vanilla, a little bit of sweetness, almost like creamer, which was kind of nice. It's interesting. It is coffee, don't get me wrong, but you can see how coffee can turn into that green bell pepper thing, but it's still coffee. It's like a little like spicy. That's what made me think the pepper thing. It's almost like spicy peppery, like black pepper, with that coffee, with some sweetness, a little bit of that vanilla. Definitely like spirit. Yeah, I gotta go just spirit. Dark chocolate, a little bit of sweetness, so like you get a little bit of milk chocolate. Probably the vanilla helps with that too. Vanillin. It's a great cap. I like that. I used to keep caps. I don't know if I have one that looks like this. I have one or two big Ziploc bags full of them. Never end up doing anything with them. I might start that back up. This is a cool looking cap with their logo. And yeah, it makes perfect sense, and maybe it's stupid to say, but like dark chocolate covered coffee beans. Like it's very much that. Not a ton of oak specific, but I am getting that vanilla in for sure, which I really appreciate. Little sweet, like date syrupy. Smells fantastic. Let's get into the taste. Cheers. Thanks again, Billy. That's really good. That date syrup thing, caramel, dates, and the taste, yeah. Wow. Coffee, chocolate covered coffee beans for sure in the taste. It's so interesting, especially this aftertaste. Wow. It's like 75%. Cause it was maybe within the last month, I actually bought some and was eating them, and it's like 75% that experience and the aftertaste of like after eating the chocolate covered coffee beans. So like that's really cool because they made a note of the I mean, obviously the coffee, they made note of the chocolate taste, and it really does. It really does have a nice chocolate taste to it. Spirit for sure. Nice warmth in the chest. Not getting any alcohol burn on the taste. I said that date caramel thing, the chocolate. I'm trying to think anything else from first sip I want to make sure I get. some fruit, like the dark fruit berry thing, some of that. Man, that coffee though, man. You know what's funny? Well, I don't think of it as a coffee stout, but man, the coffee in this is so good. It's like, it's not a, to me, this does not drink like a stout with coffee. It drinks like a coffee stout. Like you gotta put coffee first. Like it's that coffee forward. It's making me think of Mike from Nerd Sense, who doesn't like coffee, but there are some coffee stouts, or stouts with coffee, however you want to, whatever. I don't know if you'd like this or not. I'm curious how much you can like stouts and not like coffee, and if you can enjoy this beer or not, because there's a lot of coffee. It's not overly sweet, but there are those desserty elements that I've spoken about. Like the aroma, I'm not getting oak specific, but I am getting the spirit. I'm getting some of that vanilla in. So the barrel is coming, like the distillery side of the barrel is coming through, but not just the straight oak side. The adjunct of coffee, I think it's crystal clear how much it's coming through and how pleasantly it's coming through. Man. And I think, I do have some coffee stouts aging. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not afraid to do it and see if it does, retain its coffee, if it goes green pepper or whatever. And typically a beer like this, I wouldn't mind with more age on it, help round things out. This beer does not need that. And I really appreciate that about it all, as well. Just fantastic beer. I think it's pretty clear how much I'm really enjoying this beer. Let me do one more sip. See if I get anything new. Hershey's chocolate syrup in the middle. That's how that chocolate note at that point, because there's enough sweetness in the vanilla to back it up. Yeah. Mocha vibes, which makes sense with the coffee and the chocolate, and a little bit of the vanilla cream kind of thing. Yeah, it's phenomenal. I get it. Whoa. Fly flying around down the basement. I don't know if I've ever seen one down here. Anyway, thanks again, Billy. I really appreciate it. Have you guys had this beer before? Have you had a nice beer that was a coffee stout, or a stout with coffee, or a coffee stout aged in bourbon barrels, or coffee stout or a stout aged with coffee in bourbon barrels? I think I said both ways. Or anything else you want to talk about? Comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Hey, Bruno. Hey, buddy. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untappd. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.